Hi, this is Robert Kiyosaki, and you're listening to Capital Hacking. This is the most important thing you can listen to today.
Here's the one.
I have a dream.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I could do this all day.
This is it. Don't get scared now.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Cinderella story out of nowhere.
It's in the hole. That the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Capital Hacking begins in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the big show. John, I kind of came in hot here because I just got back from Belize.
It was such a beautiful place that you showed us pictures and videos. So if you guys are listening, you may have to check out the YouTube of Josh's youngest son dancing in the bar restaurant.
Yeah, so it went so well, this experience at this bar and at this new land development portion of Belize, that I thought our investors and our listeners would probably be like curious about it, and the true capital hacking journey of someone building a business from zero to mega success today. And we show all that through the life of Melisa Graniel Ayala. You're going to love this lady. She's a native island-born Belizean woman who has built an empire and became the first beach bar on this now booming like metropolis of beach bars. And she tells her story, and then she tells you what's going on in the world of real estate in the Caribbean.
Let's go.
Today's the day, John, that I went across half the country, many countries. I had to cross the countries to meet Melisa Graniel Ayala and get her on the big show. So, John, why don't I ask you to ask her a little more about herself?
Absolutely. And I'm really excited about this interview. It's interesting. Josh called me while he was over in Belize and was telling me all about it, and said he was going to have the owner of this amazing beach bar called Happy Island Beach Bar and Grill on our show. So, Melisa, welcome to the show. Can you give our listeners a little background of who you are?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Melisa Graniel, and I'm the owner of Happy Island Beach Bar and Grill. Well, the bar I started when I used to work for a developer in 2008, and he kind of motivated us a lot because we were selling properties, but the land where it was, there was no road going to that side of the island. It was only by boat. So I always used to look at the water. It looked so beautiful. And I said, one day, I will want to do my business here. So he gave us the opportunity to buy a land for a really good price. And later on, I flipped it and sold it and used the money to build my restaurant over there.
Well, there you go. Talk about that story, John. So are you still is the developer still involved in developing houses there? Is that business still going on?
Yes, Mr. Mitchell, he's still developing a lot of land over there.
Yeah, so we're going to backstory here. So you did a great job explaining that. But when you say you got land and then you flipped it, was it the beachfront land that was part of your negotiation with him, or was it some other land?
It was another land on the another subdivision, yes. And then I flipped that one to put my business there.
Okay,
and
do you own this land where your business is?
Not yet. I'm working very hard every day to pay for that land. I'm just leasing it at the moment.
Okay, so you're leasing it. Now, yeah. So I stumbled across, so for those of us who are listening, you probably know Belize is an English-speaking portion of Central America. But, I've only been there once before, Melisa. So this is where you grew up, or did you grow up in another part of Belize or another country?
Hey everybody, it's Robert Helms, host of the Real Estate Guys radio program. And when you're not listening to our show, make sure you're tuned to Capital Hacking. You're going to dig it.
No, I am a born and raised San Pedrana. We are 6 in the family of the Graniel family. We grew up I grew up in the 70s when it was only a fishing village. My mom was a housewife and my dad a fisherman. We didn't have a lot of money, so when I used to go to school, we didn't even have like a real backpack. My mom used to sew like a crocus bag for a school bag, and we were so tiny. We had to. My mom used to sew it smaller so it doesn't look big on us. So we grew up, very humble. And I always said one day I will have my own business and have all the things I didn't used to have when I was a child. So we didn't have any further education either because my dad was just a fisherman having 4 children. And then later on, he had 2 more. So we only went up to high school. And then my dad said, once you start working, you could further the education and, get, a higher degree. But once we started working, we didn't want to stop. I
Yeah.
just wanted to continue working and saving. I had 3 jobs. I worked in the day, then at night, I used to go work a part time and then also sell the properties with tourists and save a lot from there.
We only have a little bit of time, but there's so much wisdom in your story. So I'm just going to give a little more backstory. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you'll see. I hope this comes through, right, John? You guys are seeing my little 5-year-old Coil enjoying Melissa's bar, right? Can you see this, John?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. There's no sound, but Melissa has a nice little. This is like an afternoon on a non-weekend day. We just popped in there, and there's not many people at this time because this isn't your peak time. But we're in this nice palapa, right? Is that what this building's called, a palapas? It's
Yes.
really authentic. My little guy walks in and just feels the mojo, and like everybody's like high fiving him. He's going around. Then there's other times when we're done dancing. I mean, the guy danced for a long, long time, and at the end he's
Yes.
all tired and tuckered out. Melissa's behind the bar counting the money. There's a guy trying to sell me a cocktail with a snake in it. And then we go outside, and this is when Coil became a professional influencer right here. Well, John.
Yes.
Melissa sends out a gift to give him a gift. So now he just got paid for dancing on film, which is, what an influencer is. He's like a TikToker. And then Melissa sends out a shot. He's got a cocktail shot. Look at this. So I'm like, what the heck did you just give that kid? And the guy goes, it's just sodas. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, okay, go for it. Pops the soda. John, crazy. There you go. You can see Melissa's bar in the background. Is this crazy or what, John? Well, if you're not watching the YouTube, folks, you guys got to check the YouTube of this one out.
And I love the story here, Melissa, where you were becoming an entrepreneur as you're working for this land developer, and he kind of gives you a shot where you buy a piece of land and you flip it. But then, how did you have the vision of starting this bar restaurant? Like, do you have like a history of cooking, or like how did that work out?
No, well, actually, my business partner was a bartender, so I thought, well, this was going to be a good idea, to have a beach bar. The water was so clear and beautiful. I started saving a lot of like tequila shot glasses I collected when I was growing up, and then house plates. And my developer was doing a house remodeling, had a sale, and I bought most of like his used pieces of board and like that. And I said, this will one day be part of the bar, which they were.
What a journey. So yeah, this is talk ultimate scrappy, ultimate entrepreneur. That's what I saw in you. And that bar is packed. Like, how busy does that bar get on a busy day? How many people?
I would say like maybe, I know it takes up to like, I don't know, 300 people, but sometimes we have like around 100, I don't know, sometimes less.
And then you have
We've had
tables. You even have tables out in the water, right? Because the
We,
water is so clear and beautiful for maybe
yeah.
100 feet, so that it's pretty shallow. And you guys set up your wait staff goes into the water, right?
Hi, this is Melanie McCallan. Josh and I are just so grateful for the many investors who have already joined us at Accountable Equity. Accountable Equity is so much more than a capital group. It's really a community of accredited investors that want to learn and grow together. I just want to personally invite you, if you want to find out more about this type of investment and see if it's right for you and your family, please visit us at accountableequity.com.
Hey, it's Hal Elrod, author of The Miracle Morning, and you're listening to Capital Hacking. Enjoy.
Yes, we do have service in the water. There's a water park in the front. It's pet friendly. We have amenities like gift shops, a spa, hair braiding, the full
It's a
works.
lot of fun. What I
Wow.
want,
So there's multiple verticals here, is what I'm
there
hearing,
is.
and I love it. And it beckons the question, like, let's say you have 100 to 300 people that come through in a day. It sounds like it's cranking out like serious money, like tens of thousands of dollars, maybe.
Well, there's a lot of competition now because when we started, we were the first bar to open on Secret Beach. Now there's like 10 bars now.
You were the first,
Okay.
though. That's the part I really want to talk deeper about. So, Secret Beach, and those of us, this has a show that talks about a lot of the people listening to the show travel, so they're probably going to come down and tell you they heard you on the show. But they're also investors and they're entrepreneurs, and they like to learn from people like you, because truthfully, you've done a great job, right? Somehow
Thank you.
you scrapped together enough to build your bar. You even saved wood from old job sites. Now you have a great business, and are you still selling real estate?
Well, sometimes they still call me because a lot of people know me. So, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I still do.
Do you want people to call you? You'll have to give us your WhatsApp information or something so we can have them call you. But what's
Sure.
going on in Belize? This first of all, this secret beach, you were the first there. I mean, we're just talking 15 years ago, 16 years ago. And
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so 16 years ago, you couldn't have driven there. Like I drove in a car there, in a golf cart. You're saying you would have had to go out in the water, come around the island backwards and
yes,
hit the beach. But now we can drive there. And when does that
yes.
all happen? And what's going on in this environment for economics?
I I would say like in around 2008 there was no road, and then after a lot of the land was being sold, then the developer decided to construct a road because everybody wanted to go and see them. So he's the one that built that road to connect to the west side of the island, and that's when everything just developed.
It seems like it's a boom right now. There's a boom
Yes, it
going
is.
on.
It is.
Are
Mhm.
you involved in any of those land development projects around your bar?
The just a bar.
No, just the bar.
Yeah.
And what, in general, what is the typical investor buyer of a property in Belize? Since you did it for years, who buys houses there?
Anybody could buy in Belize. We've had when I was working there, we had people that were from Egypt, people from Canada, a lot of the US, Belizeans. Anybody could have bought. Like still can.
Yeah. And so, what do you predict the future of that area, that secret beach area where you and I met? I mean, how many lots are selling there? Is it developing quickly? It was a little sparse, but you know what I mean? There's a lot that's for sale still.
Yeah, well, like my boss used to say, that's gotta be the new town. Town will be the old town, and that side will be now the new town because
Yeah.
there's a lot. It's a lot bigger than town itself.
Yeah. You're saying from east to west, the island's bigger there.
Yes.
And so
Well,
where
and it sounds exciting
it
because
is
you were the
exciting.
first bar restaurant there on the secret beach, and now there's 10 of them. So, yes, there's competition, but then other bars are also bringing business to each other's bars where people are probably hopping to different places depending on food and cocktails and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Well,
Amazing.
you've got a great story here. And I mean, I was also just looking to get advice from you on the whole island and what you see coming. But I think you did. You said you think what is called Secret Beach, which is a town, right? Is that like the name of that area? It's not just the fact that you have a beach. It's called Secret
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah.
And that'll be the new Belize. The new Belize part of San Pedro.
The new
Uh,
town.
the new town. I love it.
Yeah.
So last part of the question here is you did this now for 15 years. You started with almost no money, but now do you have to reinvest every year to keep it up, or do you try to expand every year? What's your business plan?
Well, yes, I do. Every time we have like a slow season, like June to November is our slow season for the hurricane season. We do a little bit, like renovate, like maybe the last time we did the palapa, we put the little gift shops in. We put the side of the gift shops. First we had the roof, then we did the little side of it so they don't get wet with the rain. And I did an entrance this year, like a little entrance to show it like a landmark.
Yeah. And does your family work with you at all?
Yes, my sisters help me on the weekend sometimes. Most of the time I'm there.
I know you're there.
Every day.
I just find it fascinating that you had the sense and creativity to put tables in the water. Like if you're just listening to this, they're like round tables with benches around these round tables where people can get served food and drinks, and your feet are in the water. It's really amazing.
It is an amazing. It's a magical place. You did a great job, Melissa. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for getting on the big show.
Thanks so much.
Thank you too.
Damn straight. We just got buddy. We got to the end of another great show, and everyone listening right now, you're the family and friends. Thanks for staying till the end.
That was so fun. And hey, hit the like, hit subscribe. We're here to serve you guys. That's why we're doing this show. Josh is not paying me. I'm doing this off of my quote unquote sweat equity because we want to make a difference in your life. And then that ripple effect will continue to touch the world.
Hey, amen, brother. Please check us out on capitalhacking.com, all the social media threads. And yes, I know you've probably already sent this episode to one of your best friends. Thank you. We love you. Just go right into your iPhone, hit the plus symbol. We'll talk to you later. See you next week.
Share.